A basic auto rickshaw hasn't changed for the last 75 years. Cars after buildings stay on the streets for the longest. But if I wasn't designing cars, I'd be designing buildings. Look, when you're a leader in a segment, it's your sort of responsibility to bring real change and revolution in that segment. A basic auto rickshaw hasn't changed for the last 75 years. The world has changed multiple times. How we communicate, what we use has changed, but the auto rickshaw, humble auto rickshaw, hasn't changed. So when the MLMM team approached us in global design, Mahindra Global Design, they said, we want to change the segment forever. This will be the starting point. And that was the sort of inspiration for UDO, to go really bold, to bring something that will change the urban landscape in India, and that the driver and users will both love. And it becomes a choice. They want to go in a UDO. Mumbai never stops. It cannot, whatever comes in the way, Mumbai finds a way through it. And having our Mahindra India Design Studio here in Kandivali in Mumbai really helps, because all our designers have lived products like this. So they know the pain points, but they also know the advantages. Now the energy, the electrical energy, the range, is exactly like a Mumbai car. It never stops. 200 kilometers of range. 3 modes of driving. We brought in really aspirational features in the UDO, and that's something we are very, very proud about. When I was growing up, in Mumbai, I used to live in the Kolaba area, and I remember seeing a beautiful blue Mercedes S-Class, and I didn't know that there was a profession at that point till I saw that car. And once I saw it, I said there must be someone who designs these objects, and I of course found out more, and that was the inspiration to become a car designer. No, it's something I live, breathe, sleep, so it's impossible to switch it off. No, I think when you're designing any product, it's very difficult to anticipate what the success will be. And I've been associated with many SUVs, cars, pickups. So you never know, but you only hope that it's able to be a defining moment in the history of any company and country, because cars after buildings stay on the streets for the longest. Other things come and go, but buildings and cars kind of remain. So it's very important to do it with responsibility, and do it with a certain sincerity, boldness, and then the customer finally decides. I think what's very important with people like these is they have a vision for not only a category, but they've got a vision for the country. To really put India on the world map in anything that we do. So the challenge is always that, are we doing the best possible product, not only for India, but for the world, and that's always driven me. It has to be a global product, because today India is a global market, and I'm sure, some of our products are able to be sold anywhere in the world. It's only a question of time. I would be definitely designing buildings. Architecture was a real passion of mine, it still is. But if I wasn't designing cars, I'd be designing buildings. I love what Ferrari is doing, but it is of course a car. But in consumer electronics, Apple is a real benchmark, especially for the last 20 years. They've broken a lot of boundaries. Footwear design, I think, is something I really track and see. And of course, like I said, architecture is a real passion for me. So I look at that carefully. And finally, food design. Food is very, a chef does something very similar to what we as designers do. You get ingredients, you put it together, give it a certain time, put it through a process, and then it, sort of emerges as something that people love. But you have to put your heart and soul into it. You can't just follow a recipe. So I think the similarity between cooking and design is remarkable, and that's why I love it. This is the stiffest actually monocoque chassis with our integrated battery, the safety of all the electrical components, IP67. So as far as possible, we've made this the safest choice on the road today in this category. Yeah, I love, first of all, the face. The face is very friendly. It doesn't intimidate people, wherever you see it. And it's got that absolute solid construction. The largest single piece glass windshield, great for, visibility. Then as you come around, again, sort of very, very premium features, large ORVMs. Like I said, all metal body. Even when then you come to the driver's compartment, very ergonomically placed controls, charging points, displays, the throttle, the seat itself, space for a speaker. There's a speaker grill as well. These are things you don't usually see. A nice hard blow molded hard top. I love the protection, at least from splash and rain, that the door gives you. That also has some utility similar to what we do in SUVs. There's bottle holders, things you can put, the kind of textures we've used. Incredible and impressive leg room, headroom. It's very important when you're bumping around, you don't hit your head on the structure. Again, when you come around here, even the bumpers or the side bumpers or the rear bumpers are metal, making it again easier and cheaper to replace. Beautiful jewel-like tail lamps as well. Then from here you can access more storage from this rear door. An amazing big glass, no sense of claustrophobia. And yeah, that in a few words is the design of the UDO.